Right, so it says it's preparing right now, Khalid, but what often happens at this point is we are connected already and you can see me babbling on for a little bit.
I can see live on YouTube.
So we may be live right now without knowing it, is what I'm saying. Right, there we are. We are definitely live now. And I can see the chat, which is great. Okie dokie. Thank you, Khalid, for joining me. So, guys, this is Khalid Keshta. Khalid is, I believe, a bodybuilder and PT. That's correct, yeah, Khalid?
I am indeed.
Yeah, and Khalid is also a type 1 diabetic like me and most of the people watching. Thank you for tuning in. We've got a few people joining us already. That's fabulous. If you are joining us, please comment, please send us questions. Please just say hi. We'd love to hear from you. David Stevens is here and he says hi. Hey, Jade and Khalid. So, hey, David, hope you're all right. Yeah, so Khalid will at some points tonight do a little bit of a workout with me. So if you want to join in the workout at home, you're welcome to. But yeah, we're going to have a bit of a chat. I'm going to ask Khalid some questions to start off. And I would love you guys watching to send us your questions as well. That would be fabulous. And also, if you don't subscribe already, please hit subscribe. So, Khalid, you were diagnosed at what age?
So let me just try to open a bit of the window, get some fresh air. So I got diagnosed at the age of 18. I was at my first year of uni. I had the typical symptoms of diabetes, which is extreme thirst, use the toilet a lot, very grumpy and aggressive. I lost a lot of weight as well. People could see it in my face. That's while I was working out as well. So it was very weird what happened. But luckily, both my parents are doctors. So I was a bit. It took my mom some time actually to kind of, digest. Oh, you might be, diabetic. So let's check out. It took me some time to a point that when I went to the hospital. So what happened is when she decided I need to check for my blood sugar levels, we went to a pharmacy, got a blood sugar monitor, and checked. And every time I check, it comes up with an error. But when any one of my siblings or my parents, they check, it comes with a normal value. So when you read the leaflet, it says error means you either didn't do it properly or it's out of range.
Wow.
Too low or too high.
So it's proper out of range then.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. When I went to the hospital at that day, because we definitely thought if it's giving values for others, definitely the problem is with my blood sugar levels. Went to the hospital, I checked over there, and it was 47 millimole per liter.
Wow.
I know.
Jeez.
It's mad. Yeah. It's probably the highest I've heard. I remember the doctor, he bluntly said, if it wasn't for the amount of water that you drink, you would have been either dead or in a coma, because the water that you drink flushes the sugar in your system and you pee it.
Wow.
So yeah, that's where it all started. My family were very upset. My mother and my father, they started crying, and it was like a big, chaos. And even abroad, so originally I'm from Egypt. So even like my uncle and my aunt is from Egypt. They're like, oh my God, you got diabetes. This is like the worst thing that could ever happen. And they started crying and stuff. For me, literally from day one, it was a blessing to know what was wrong with me.
Yeah. Because you've got the answer.
Exactly. As in, you would know. You probably. I mean, I'm looking forward to hear your story. But knowing that something is wrong, but not knowing the cause of it or the solution, it just it really pisses you off, doesn't it? Yeah. And at that time, I used to be a footballer. So I had nothing to do with bodybuilding at all. I used to play football, actually. And it used to affect me in the field. I used to have, like double visions, extreme dehydrations, lack of concentration. And even during uni at that time, no concentration whatsoever in lectures. So, once I started taking insulin and my blood sugar started dropping again, it's like I got revived. So, yeah, it was happy days for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. I was only 4 when I was diagnosed. So
24, you said?
I was 4, yeah.
4? Oh my God.
4, yeah. I'm 34 now. I've had it, will be 31 years in November.
You've got quite an experience with it.
Yeah, quite an experience. And I had all the typical symptoms like you did as well. But luckily, my mum had recently read an article and recognised the symptoms and got me to the doctors, and I was diagnosed really quickly. So I was fairly lucky in that respect. I don't know what my blood sugar level was. I wish I did when I went in, because lots of people seem to know, and I'd love to know what mine was. But no, I don't know what it was. If you guys have just joined us, because we've got quite a few people watching now, I've got a couple of questions. Please, I'm doing it in front of my prick set, as you can see, because you probably all know I've got a live show of pricks tomorrow night for JDRF on their YouTube and their Facebook channels. So, yeah, that's why I'm in front of the prick set. I'm a little bit knackered. Khalid is going to do a bit of a workout with me, but I'm forewarning you that I'm already knackered from getting this set in. So
don't worry, it's going to be mine.
You guys. So a couple of questions we've got, Khalid. Is first of all, how are you both? That's nice. I'm fine. Are you fine, Khalid?
I am very fine, thank you.
Right.
I am probably as knackered as you as well, because I did throw a heavy session in the morning and I'm dead. But yeah.
I started the day with a PT session. One of my best friends is a PT, so I started the day with a session with her. So yeah, by the end of today, I'm just gonna like collapse on the sofa, I think. So we've got a little question here. So I don't like hypos, and I have a fear of hypos during exercising. / worried that I have health complications due to diabetes. What would you suggest to get over this and enjoy exercising?
So first of all, you have to know the effects of that exercise on your blood sugar levels. So some exercises will elevate your blood sugar levels, some will drop them.
Yeah.
If you walk in and exercise blindly without knowing what it could do, then it's like gambling. Then you're going to feel a hypo and feel the health complications. So number one priority is know the factors that would affect your blood sugar levels. In your case, know the exercises, the different type of exercises and different effects it will have on your blood sugar levels. Once you get this out of the way, then know how to avoid the change. So let's say, for example, generically speaking, high intensity exercises such as weightlifting or sprinting. Normally, this would work in elevating your blood sugar levels because it induces stress hormones. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people suffer from it without knowing. People think that straight away exercise will drop your blood sugar levels, but that isn't the case. And they get surprised. Because of the stress that gets induced in the body, basically the stress hormones, it tells the liver to dump glucose in the system. So that by doing this, you're going to suffer from hypoglycemia if you don't treat it.
Yeah.
But if you know this in advance, before exercising, and let's say you measure your blood sugar levels and you find it in the normal range, then you know that at some point you might need to inject insulin. And the other way around as well, if you're doing a low intensity exercise, such as light jogging, walking, light intensity swimming and so on, this is going to drop your blood sugar levels massively. For me, the exercise that drops my blood sugar the most is walking. Just walking. Yeah.
I find that if I walking drops it, Pilates drops it. When I do Pilates, it drops.
Yeah, exactly.
But when I do like my HIIT stuff, like I've been doing with my friend this morning, I need to increase my background insulin because it goes high, which fits in exactly what you're saying. For me, it's similar when I do a show. So I think it's the adrenaline you get from doing the high intensity stuff is similar to adrenaline I get when I'm acting, when I'm performing. So I always have to increase my background insulin when I'm on stage, because otherwise I'll end the show in the 20s if I don't. Which I have done, and it was a learning curve. Like I thought I'd need to decrease my insulin, so I decreased it and ended up in like 22 or something at the end of the show. And I was like, okay, that's definitely not what I need to do. And it's taken me a while to get it right, but I know what I need to be at now. I put it on minus 35% for an hour and a half. And
so it's subjective how to manage it and how to change whether you're changing the background or the short acting.
Everyone is so different, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, and pretty much in every post I post or article I write on my academy, in the end I say everyone is different. It's a matter of trial and error. But the last thing you want to do is do nothing. You just have to try, see what works out for you. Regarding the adrenaline that you mentioned, basically it's any stress hormones in the system. So adrenaline, cortisol, even growth hormone, while training, would play with your blood sugar levels. And so to answer that question, as long as you know what effect the exercise will have, as long as you know how to treat it, how to prevent it first, and then if you know how to treat it, then your triangle is closed and you just do whatever you want.
So David's was saying he's got a fear of hypos. He doesn't like hypos. But what we've just discussed is that what you were saying is high intensity tends to do the opposite. It increases your blood sugar. So maybe, David, you need to opt towards, obviously it's trial and error, but opt towards doing more high intensity stuff than going for a walk or doing something like Pilates tends to send my blood sugar low. Maybe that would help David out with his fear of hypoing during exercise. Do something a bit more strenuous.
or if he wants to do that specific activity, just cover it. So always, I don't know if you have what are you using? If you're using just a normal blood sugar monitor, a Freestyle Libra, a Dexcom, the technology out there. Yeah. I mean, what are you using? A Libra.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm using a Libra, and I find it very helpful on showing, the arrows, whether it's going down or up or whatever. Yeah. Do the test, and then it's going to help you prevent it. So I always test before training, several times during training, and after training as well.
Sorry, something just fell in. I don't know what it was. Something's just fallen from somewhere.
I heard that. You can.
So David he's just responded saying he's using pump and auto mode. No, not Libra. Sorry, David. I knew that you were involved in getting the Libra available for everyone, so I'd assumed that's what you're on. Guardian sensor and the 670G insulin pump. Okay, so yeah. Oh, I wish I had that, David. Well, I don't, because I don't like wires. But anyway, just ignore me. A few people want to just say hi. So hi to Lynn. You can say hi to Lynn.
Hello.
Hi to Mar93. I don't know what the name is, but hello Mar93. They say hey guys. Hi Bob. Hello Bob. Hello Melly. My daughter Melly's on. She's just said hi to us.
Hello.
Right, okay, one more question and then we'll do the first workout. So Lynn asks, were you both good at looking after your type 1 when you were teen/uni, etc.? And what tips do you have? Do you want to go first, Khalid? Because you were 18 when you were diagnosed.
I'm curious to know your answer.
Curious to know my answer. It was very different. I mean, we're talking, I was at uni, then I was at drama, I did a year at uni, and then I left and went to drama school instead. So I was there 16 years ago, I would have started uni. It was very different how we looked after it back then. We didn't, I think I just had 4 injections a day. Didn't inject for what I ate at that point. There was no carb counting and things like that. It was literally just do these 4 injections a day and test your blood sugar. So probably didn't look after it very well at all, in all honesty, Lynn. But I never got into any dangerous situations. I was always told, once I've been out drinking, go to the kebab shop afterwards. My diabetes specialist nurse told me that. He said, make sure you go to kebab shop. So I always did that. I always ate something if I'd been drinking alcohol. And yeah, it was different. I think I don't know how I would have been if I managed, because I'm on Dexcom now, so I've got the Dexcom on my arm, which has just been approved.
The technology made a big difference. If you had that technology back then.
Exactly. A massive difference. Yes, so, Dexcom, it's just been approved all over Europe for the arm. The patent's been approved, so just say that while I was on there. So I've got Dexcom and pump. I've got Omnipod Dash pump now, and I probably would have managed it a lot better. I used to have lots of hypos. Because I was studying musical theatre, so it was about, I would say 80% dance, 15% singing, 5% drama, and I ended up going down the acting route. But so I was dancing from 8 till 8. So I would have a lot of hypos. I probably fed my insulin way too much when I was at drama school, because I was constantly having to feed the lows that I was having because of the different classes I was doing. I probably did. If I'm all honesty, I probably didn't look after it that well, Lynn, but I wasn't that aware of how badly I was looking after it because I didn't have the technology that I have now. That's what my
Yeah.
How were you? So you were diagnosed at 18, so you were only just
First year of uni.
Yeah. So how was that?
So so when I got diagnosed at the start, it's funny. I started uni in September.
Yeah.
I got diagnosed in October, and then in January 2012, I broke my knee, so I ruptured all my ligaments in my knee.
Oh, wow.
And then in May, I had an operation to fix my knee. So the whole first year has been a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
But straight away, between January and May, where I ruptured my ligaments and had the operation, that's when I started getting into the gym and started, doing a bit of bodybuilding here and there and stuff. And I didn't have a lot of problems with diabetes at all at that time, because I think, I don't know, life was less stressful. So the problems that I have now with diabetes mainly is due to stress. I know how to adjust it when I exercise. I know how to carb count. I know my insulin to carb ratio, for example. These main stuff. I'm well aware of it. But the unpredicted factor is stress. During uni, for me, I wasn't this stressful, but I didn't have a Freestyle Libre as well. I didn't have a Dexcom. I only had the blood sugar monitor, so I had to carry everywhere.
Yeah.
I have to test every time. If I forget it, then oh boy, there's nothing I can do. But now, obviously, with the technology, I have my phone on me. That's how I check. That's how you check, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I did. Yeah. The only struggle that I had in uni, let's say, if when I go out, for example, partying, or when I stay in in a confined space for long. So I'm not sure, not everyone suffers from this, but if I remain in a confined space for a long time, so like a lecture, I stay in it for like 4 hours, I go hypo. If I go shopping, if I enter that's true. If I didn't even know, I am studying, I'm trying to understand the reason. If I go into a fitting room, for example, literally I see the arrow going down.
Crazy.
Yeah, so what I know, and after doing a bit of research, is small activities that we don't take into consideration, such as shopping, gardening, painting, obviously walking and all these stuff, they contribute a lot. And it connects to what I said earlier in terms of light intensity exercises. It should be light intensity activities.
Yeah.
So this does affect my blood sugar levels massively. But apart from that, no, uni wasn't hard in terms of diabetes, I would say. I had more issues than that, really. My knee was a bigger problem for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that definitely answers Lynn's question. I think what we should do, Khalid, is get on our feet, or me get on my feet, and let's try out. We're going to do 3 sets of exercise, aren't we? So we'll do the first set. What we're working on in the first set?
So what we're going to say 3 circuits. The first one is going to be upper body. Second one is going to be core. Third one is going to be lower body.
So
nothing
upper body
intense.
First.
So we're going to start with the upper body. So I'll tell you the exercise quickly. We're going to warm up, jogging in place for like 20 seconds, and then doing 10 jumping jacks. Okay. Rest for 10 seconds, and then jump into burpees straight away.
Oh, I hate burpees.
I hate them. I hate them.
They're horrible.
I know.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's important to get it out of the way at the start.
Okay, yeah, at least it's getting out of the way. I did burpees this morning as well. Oh, the horrible thing.
By the way, do you have your dumbbells on you?
Yes, I do. They're just
how heavy are they?
The heaviest is only 2 kilograms. They're not heavy.
Well, how much? How much?
They're only 2 kilograms. The heaviest ones.
I heard 32 kilograms. I'm like, what?
No, 2.
Okay, brilliant.
Yes. Okay. Imagine if I was going, oh, we're only 32 kilograms. They're not heavy.
I'm like, you should give me the circuit then.
Right. Okay. I'm going to get on my feet. Guys, if you're watching, do feel free to join in with us. Just
Yeah.
keep yourself safe.
It's nothing for everyone that is watching. It's nothing intense. The exercises that you can't do, there is always an alternative way of doing it easier, such as push-ups. Instead of doing push-ups, you can do knee push-ups and so on. I'll show you. Let's go.
Right. I've got a mat. I'm just going to move my mat out of the way. There we go.
Oops. There we go.
And I've got my JDRF t-shirt on, guys, because it's diabetes week. Donate to
You should have told me. I should have worn mine.
Say that again.
You should have told me. I should have worn mine.
Oh, I should have done, shouldn't I? Sorry.
That's fine. Oh, that is going to be very far away now.
I know, that's the only thing. Like, we keep having to come close so people can hear us.
Oh my God. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Fair enough. Okay. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Right, let's jog in our place for 20 seconds, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Just as a warm-up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. Jumping jacks, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Right. Oh, I almost broke that up. Right. Ready for the circuit? We're going to start now, yeah?
Okay.
We're going to start with burpees. Let's do 10.
Right.
Come on. 1.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hang on. Are we doing them a bit different? Just how you do your burpees. Just show me how you do yours.
Okay.
I just think I did it. I
think I have a very tight space, that's why. So basically, arms up.
Yeah.
Drop,
I mean,
drop down.
Okay, that's fine. I am doing it right. Sorry, from where I was, I thought I was doing something wrong. Right. I'm ready now.
I have a better idea, so you can see what I'm doing.
Oh, God, everything keeps hanging out. That's not nice.
Sorry. Here we go. How many have you done?
Woo.
Right?
I'm at 5. I think 6.
Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's do 10 push-ups.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
Come on. You can do it. 1, 2.
I'm
3.
on my knees. I can't do 4 ones.
Yeah. Just if it's hard, just jump in your knees. 5.
You can't see me. You see my head popping up.
I can't see
How
anything.
many are we doing to 10?
9, 10. Now let's do some commands. Right, go into push-up position.
Yeah.
And then we're going to drop one arm. And then the other arm. Up.
Yeah.
That's 1 rep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Rest. I want to see you now. I can see you. Right. Rest for 10 seconds. Grab your dumbbell.
Okay.
Grab your dumbbell.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, here we go. We're going to be doing some lat raises. So, bend your arm a bit. And then we're going to raise the dumbbell beside us.
What, do it again? I didn't say, sorry.
So, bend your arm just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Then we're going to raise the dumbbells beside us.
Oh, okay.
For the lateral raises. Yeah? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now shoulder press. Press the dumbbells up. 1, 2,
oh.
3. Keep
going.
5, 6, 7, Are you okay?
Yes, fine.
Right, last one. We're going to do some rows. Bend your back, just the way I'm doing it. Hold the dumbbells, raise them up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, 10 seconds break. And then we've got one more to do. I lied, Jade.
There's one more to do.
One more to do. That's the easy one, don't worry.
I'll forgive you.
Get the dumbbells. We're going to do bicep curls. Ready?
Okay.
Right, go. 1, 2, controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then tricep it. So hold the dumbbell up and lean it back. And then extend your arm. That's 1 rep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Well done. Let's see your face right now.
I'm all right.
You good?
I'm not as unfit as I think I am. You do that to all of your clients, though. Do you like say, last one, and go, oh, I lied, actually. One more, and then you do 2 more?
I do it all the time. Yeah. You can't be honest with them clients.
Right, so we've got a couple of comments. Guys, please do, if you're watching, just say hi, send us a question, do whatever you want, let us know you're there. So, Lynn said before, Lynn, who'd asked us about uni, she said that the bath drops her blood sugar level when she gets in the bath. That'll be
what, sorry?
The bath, when she has a bath, her blood sugar level drops. But that'll be the heat, won't it? Because when you go to a hot country, you have to have less insulin. Can you hear me all right, Khalid? You don't look like you can.
I can hear you, but give me a second. Let me just get my headphones. I think it would be a better idea.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah,
but I completely get that, Lynn, about the bath. That makes sense. And David, yes, I know. I saw that about the lever, didn't I? Let Khalid get his headphones. Thanks, Lynn. I think that was some supportive comments there. Hey, Daniel, nice to see you again. David, I'm not surprised that tired you out watching it. I'm going to have a sip of water. I need to get my breath. I've got 2 more of these to do, guys. Hey, Nicola. Nice to see you, Nicola. Thanks for tuning in. Khalid will be back in just a sec. He's just getting his headphones because I think mic's probably a bit far down. That's probably why you couldn't hear me very well. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know, guys, that you can hear me and Khalid okay, please. So, got a couple of people that said hi, Khalid. Can you hear me now? He's just getting his headphones in.
What? 1 second.
Oh, dear.
Maram, disconnect the phone.
Omar. Oh, is Omar related to you? Hi, Omar. Doing great. I hope you're talking about me.
Sorry, say again. Omar, you said.
Omar. Is that a relation
Omar is
of
probably
yours?
my brother.
Your brother. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, and David says he can hear us fine. That's good. Yes, Omar says says doing great, and I'm saying I hope that's aimed at me. They're doing great.
Appreciate it, Omar. 1 second. I think I have to activate my Bluetooth for this. So, can I minimize the screen?
Yeah, you should be able to. Just lost him for a second, but he'll be back. Have you started it?
Hey, I'm doing it now. Yeah, sorry for this.
Can't get the stuff, guys. Right. So, Brother from the same mother. Is that right, Omar? Is that right? Lynn, I'm loving the emoji. I looked just like that when I was doing it, didn't I? I've only just started working out really myself in lockdown. I hadn't done much exercise for a long time. Having danced though a lot of my life, it doesn't take me long to get back into it. Are you with us now? Have you got your headphones sorted? Oh, you've muted yourself. Khalid, you've got yourself on mute. Let me see if I can unmute you. There we go. You're back.
I'm like a caveman when it comes to Zoom. I can't do anything on it. I had an interview with Johnny Labby.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he interviewed me, I think maybe 3 weeks ago or so. And after finishing like a whole hour of interviewing, he realized that I think the sound wasn't on.
You know what? So me and Johnny interviewed me. It was a year gone March. And he did this whole lovely interview and then realised that he'd had it on slow-mo. So he filmed it all in slow motion. So I think
he should stop interviewing people then.
I think Johnny joins us in the being rubbish at tech crew. But yeah, and I felt so sorry for him, bless him. He was so embarrassed. David says watching me do the workouts lowered his blood sugar a bit.
What, sorry?
He says watching me doing the workouts has lowered his blood sugar a bit. Guess I don't need to do exercise, just watching is fine. Right, but talk about blood sugar. Let me see what my blood sugar's doing because I haven't increased my insulin. Let's see if it's going up from having done that. Yes, it is. I've gone up to 10.7 now, so I better sort that.
Let's see me. 1 second.
I need to increase my background.
I think I'm all right. 6.2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like the sixes.
I'm alive. Yeah, I really like that range. From the 6 to 7. That's my
favorite. Exactly. Right. Let me just increase my background. There you go.
So, do you have a pump?
Yes, I've got an Omnipod Dash.
Right. How is it?
Oh, I love it. Look, it's. Let me just. I'm on the YouTube bit. So it's just. Can you see it there? It's just on my leg.
Yeah, I can see the lump. Yeah.
I love it. I've had a pump now. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 years that I've had Omnipod. But I've just changed to Omnipod Dash, which the actual pod in itself is pretty much identical. It's just the handset that's a lot different. It's a lot smaller. It's just like a little phone that just fits in my pocket, which I really like. I always say it was the best decision I ever made. It took 15 years of persuasion from the doctors, but I eventually gave in to the pump, and yeah, it was the best thing for me, definitely. But everyone's different. MDI is best for some people. It just depends. Everyone's so different, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, so my next step, what I wanted to do, I just moved to a new area, and the first thing I wanted to do is to see the diabetic nurse or practitioner to talk about the Omnipod, because I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it, but then this COVID-19 happened and the delay occurred. But what I have or had is the AccuCheck Insight. So, the physical pump with the wires that sticks, it was brilliant at the start. But then with the level of activity that I'm doing, it wasn't practical because of the wiring and the size of it. And also, I take my insulin to carb ratio is 5:1. Right. So 5 grams of carbs, I take 1 unit for it. I used to consume a lot of food as a bodybuilder, and I used to change the cartridge, I think, in less than a day and a half. I have to remove all the accessories again. So it's too much to handle, but I really want to get on the Omnipod right now.
Oh, I love it, honestly, Khalid. Like, I don't have a bad word to say about Omnipod. It works perfectly for me. Being an actor, like, I never know what costume I'm going to be wearing or what I'm doing, but it's so discreet. And I was in Florida with it last year. It was so humid, barely had any issues at all, like with it sticking. I honestly, I love it. It's perfect for me, but it won't be perfect for everyone, but it's definitely perfect for me.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, they hate a pump. They would never want to be in a pump.
When I did, I was always like that. I was always like that, and it was only a few years ago that I changed my mind on that kind of thing. So David wants to know, where do you have your Libra? Where are you wearing your Libra?
So normally I would wear it here on my arm, just underarm right there.
Yeah.
But right now I'm wearing it in my core, right here.
Yeah.
But the only reason I'm doing this is because I just made a video comparing the accuracy of wearing it in the arm to the core, because I get a lot of questions. Basically, when I compete or when I get closer to a competition, I've got virtually no body fat on my arm.
Yeah.
So I am forced to put it on my core. That's one reason. The other reason is when I am up on stage, I intentionally wear it on my core to show people that I have diabetes, and you know, for people with diabetes to know and understand that it's possible to do that kind of sport and any other sport, and for people that don't know what it is to question it and by that raise awareness. So by doing this, I get a lot of questions of people asking me, why do you wear it on your core and if it's accurate or not? My answer was always, I think it might be a little bit less accurate, or maybe there's a tiny bit of delay, but it works fine. So I decided I'm just gonna make a video of it, wearing it on my arm. I just did this actually 2 days ago. So I'm still putting it together. It's not on my channel yet, but still putting it together, compared like for like. And I think the maximum difference between the two was like, I think 1.2 or 1.4 millimole per liter. So not a big difference, I would say. It is, in some instances, it could be considerable, but I would say if you need to put it on your core, I'm not recommending it, obviously, because Freestyle Libra, they said put it on your arm. But if you need to put it on your core, if you've got a problem with your arm, it is possible.
Yeah, that makes sense. David said, surely you can't be wearing it on your arms, I think because they're so muscly. And as you said, you've not got much body fat there, so that's why I call.
Well, David, right now, I've got a lump of fat everywhere. Trust me, like these are blown up muscles right now. But when I reach competition physique, it's completely different.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That makes sense. Spencer was asking, he was asking all the type ones in the group, but I'll ask you, he was asking if we're shielding. I'm not, Spencer. I am certainly not. I'm saying Spencer. Hang on, is it Spencer? No, it's Nicola. Sorry, Nicola. It's your name, your thingy on here, Spencer. Sorry, Nicola. Nicola, no, I'm not shielding. I haven't had a letter to say I need to shield, so I've just been doing the same as everyone else, social distancing and keeping as safe as can be, really. You haven't been shielding, have you, Khalid?
So I did receive the letter of being shielded.
Did you?
Yeah. And I did receive, but I'm not shielded. So I'm not shielding. I did receive the letter because my missus, she's a pharmacist, she's an NHS pharmacist. So she's always exposed, you know. So they wanted that to stop. They wanted to go on a furlough as well. But I'm not shielded. I'm just taking the normal people's precautions. Yeah. But one thing that myself and every other diabetic out there that need to do a bit more is maybe check your blood sugar more. Work more in putting it in range. You should do that anyway, but it's serious because, you know, the higher your blood sugar levels, the more catabolic your body gets, the less immune your body gets. But that's it. I can't, you know, we never know when will this end. So you can't just trap yourself for God knows how long. So I decided, just doing the normal precautions that everyone is doing, plus my diabetes dog.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing as well. Nicola's just saying she works in a school, so she was told to be off. That makes sense, because I suppose we are a higher risk, obviously.
I think this is they send it to these kind of people that are normally exposed on a higher risk. Also, since we mentioned this, I would like to thank the NHS so much and the government. I think the government and the NHS for sending me. They wanted to send me a box of food supplies weekly, so I don't go shop, and I received it. And I did post about it on Instagram. I was flattered when I saw them. I didn't even ask for it. But they decided that we want to keep you safe. You shouldn't get out of your house for 12 weeks. Here is your shopping. So I would like to thank them so much for it. Yeah.
That's fabulous. That's amazing. I think that's
amazing.
great.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Bit of talk about pumps going on. David's had Insight, Omnipod, and now 670G. He says, I would say Omnipod is much better than the Insight. That's his opinion. Nicola's still on injections, and 670G is better than the Omnipod because of the auto mode. Yeah, that makes sense. Nicola's not been offered a pump. What we're going to do is we're going to get back on our feet because I've just realised the time and we've got 2 more workouts to do. I'm going to come back to your questions. Matt, I can see you've asked a question and I will come back to it in a second, but I'm going to get back on my feet with Khalid and we're going to do the next workout. What did you say that we're working on next, Khalid? What is it?
So I thought about core at the start, but I would say let's do lower body. How about that?
Okay, that's fine. Am I going to be on the mat a lot or stood up?
No, we don't need the mat now. I'll just take care of it. Yeah. Okay. Let me put the camera here. Here we go. Right, grab your dumbbells. I'm trying to see me. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do some thrusters, okay? So raise the dumbbell to your shoulder. We're gonna do a squat and then a shoulder press. That's 1. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 1, 2. Let's do an RDL or a Bulgarian deadlift. So bend your knees just a tiny bit. Go down all the way down with the dumbbell. Feel it in your hamstring. Go up. Yes. 2.
Is that it?
Yeah, exactly. 3. Keep your back straight. So raise your chest up. 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, brilliant. That's it. Come on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put the dumbbells aside. You might hate me for this one, but it's jumping lunges. Okay? So you know how to run. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 4, 5. Be careful of your balance.
I know, I almost fell into the set.
12, 13, 14, 15. Well done. 16. Keep going. 17, 18, 19, 20. Break for 10 seconds.
Woo!
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Next one is going to be curtsy lunges. So.
Oh, I think I know. Go on, sorry.
Do you know what that one is?
I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you squat in the middle or not?
Yeah. So basically you squat. So if I'm going with the right, I'm squatting with the left.
Right.
Yeah? Come on. 1. What you did doesn't count. 2.
You're about 6 already.
Sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go 15. 12. 13. Actually, you have to do 16 now. Because it's only going to be one exercise. That's it. Brilliant. Now, some side lunges. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna need the mat for this one, actually, sorry.
Yeah.
Some glute bridges. You know how to do them, right?
Do what? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Glute bridges.
Yeah.
You see that, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just trying to put my camera down a bit. There we go.
Okay, cool. Let's go for 15 on that one. That's the last one, I promise. Come on.
Go all the way down to the floor. Do I take it all the way down?
Don't touch the floor now.
Okay.
Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. Well done. 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done.
Winning.
Well done to you.
I'm
How are you
winning.
feeling?
I'm
Show
feeling
me your
good.
biceps.
Feeling good.
Show me your biceps.
Oh, I haven't got any biceps.
Oh, yes.
I used to. I don't anymore.
Oh, you can. So for everyone that is watching us, by the way, these workouts are, so if this is a circuit that you're going to do, you just don't do it once and sit down like us. You have to do it, let's say, for at least 3-4 sets. I'm just showing you how to train every muscle, every body part.
Right.
Forgot my water down there.
Hello, Matt. I see I've got a question from Matt.
Okay.
Hi, Khalid. I had 30 years of injections before going on the pump. He's on the 640G, which is a Medtronic one, I think. Was bothered about tubing and being attached all the time, but it's the best diabetes management decision I've made. I hear that a lot. I don't know. I can't really comment on tubing because I've never had tubing myself, but I really felt that tubing wasn't for me. I didn't want tubes. But I agree, it's the best decision I ever made, the pump, but everyone's different, each their own.
So is it called tubey, you said, or do you mean the pump with the tube, with the wires on?
With the tube, with the wires.
Ah, okay.
Wires.
Yeah, I mean, this was my problem, as in, initially, one thing, hands down, I have to say, that the pump, the AccuCheck Insight, or any pump would have helped me with, is the morning hypers. We all suffer from it. The pump was the solution because the morning hypers happens from two phenomena, something called dawn phenomena.
Yeah, I used to suffer with that.
Yeah, or feet on the floor. Both of them is hard to control, so you'd rather actually inject insulin. So the pump basically helped me a lot by adjusting my background insulin in that period, that time frame. But yeah,
that's what I love about the pump, being able to have so many different basal rates set for different times of the day. It's crazy how different my basal is during the night to, well, it's a different in the first, like from midnight to like 4 a.m. it's a certain amount, and then it changes at 4 a.m. for the dawn phenomenon to like 7 a.m. and that's a lovely thing about the pump, being able to really fine tune that kind of management. And what I love, I suffered with a lot of nocturnal hypos, and that's why I went from Libra to Dexcom, because I needed the alarms, because I would sleep through all the symptoms because I was fast asleep, and then wake up when like I'd sweat the bed, as I call it, and I'd wake up.
I get what you mean. I would just, sorry, go on.
David's just said, I think it's because of the pump he's on. He says, I don't change my basal anymore. No more pesky basal testing. That's nice, yeah. Pesky basal testing, doing carb-free days. I need to do that. I need to do a carb-free day at the moment. I need to work out. Now I changed my insulin like a week or two ago to Fiasp from Novo Rapid, and
I see a lot of people doing this. Yeah.
And what I found was I need a lot more of the Fiasp than I do the Novo Rapid, so I'm having to change all of my ratios and my basal rates at the moment. But I'm getting there now.
So how is it helping you then?
It's quicker. It's slightly quicker acting, only by a few minutes, but it just gets in the system a little bit quicker. Novo Rapid seemed to be, I've been on it for years and years and years, and it just didn't seem to work fast enough for me. Whereas Fiasp
and it's called Novo Rapid.
It's by Novo Nordisk. It's called Fiasp.
I know, and I'm just saying.
And it's called Novo Rapid. Yeah, but
it is what I'm using right now.
Yes, that's what I used to use. It's apparently Fiasp stands for, is it faster insulin aspartame? Is that what it stands for? Something like that. It stands for. TBRs for exercise are brilliant as well. Temp basal rates. I was thinking, this is a diabetes acronym. I'm not sure what it is. Temp basal rates for exercise are brilliant as well, Matt says. That's true, Matt. They are brilliant for exercise. David's just made the switch from Nova Rapid to Fiat. Tell you how you're getting on, David, with that. I had a honeymoon 24 hours where my blood sugars were perfect, and then I've been all over the place, but I'm starting to get them right now. Now I'm changing stuff. Let me know how you're getting on. Right, Khalid, do you want to do one more quick workout?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And the tweet chat, the GB Doc tweet chat starts in 10 minutes. So let's get another quick workout in. What are we going to do?
That is going to be core. So we're going to use the mat. And this is probably the hardest one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll forgive you.
Right, here we go. Can you see me here? Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So we're going to do a normal plank, supersetting it with side planks. Okay?
Okay.
Right? 30 seconds. And I'm going to tell you how to plank properly because a lot of people, they do it wrong. So the way to plank...
Shall I show you my plank? Because apparently I've got a really good plank, I've been told.
All right. Yeah? Looks
is that good?
Brilliant. Looks brilliant, but... So what it is it's not about how it looks. It's actually what you need to do is you need to engage your core and squeeze your glutes.
Yes.
So suck your stomach in or tense it, squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. You're going to be vibrating.
Yeah, that's right. I start to shake. That's right.
Exactly. This is what you need. Because a lot of people, they do it for minutes and minutes. And I'm like, if you do it properly, you can't do it for like 5 minutes. Hell no. Yeah. Right. 30 seconds. Ready?
Am I just doing a normal plank, or did you say something about side plank?
Oh yeah, so we're doing 30 seconds of normal plank and then 30 seconds of side plank. Okay, but let's start with normal plank. Yes? 3, 2, 1, go.
This is the most quiet you'll ever see me.
It is a bit weird exercising with no music or anything.
I know.
Keep going, halfway there.
I'm shaking.
Yeah, I hope people that are watching us are actually doing it as well. Right, squeeze them glutes. Well done. Right, switch, side plank.
I don't even know what a side plank is.
Okay, so you're going on your elbow and you're pushing, your legs are on top of each other, okay? And you're pushing upwards.
Like that?
Very hard. Yes, exactly, brilliant. Try not to lower that level. Keep it like that.
How long are we doing this for?
30 seconds.
Oh, Jesus, I'm shaking from the offset. As soon as we started, my arm was shaking.
Okay, I'll be a bit kind. 40 seconds. No.
Piss off.
Right, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, other side. Go. You will always find one side stronger than the other when it comes to planks.
I don't know which one's stronger.
Hold it in. Hold it. 10 seconds more left.
I'm not going there, Khalid.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, I forgot something. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Take a break.
Oh.
I was just taking this. Right. Rest for 10 seconds. And then, do you have the dumbbell on you?
Yeah, they're just here.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do some Russian twists. You know what that is? So sit on your glutes, legs bent, hook them up. Yeah, and try to hold the dumbbell like this. Or actually, you can hold the 2 dumbbells. Brilliant, brilliant. Here we go. You just made it harder for yourself. Okay? Right, and then we're going to twist. So upper body goes the opposite of the lower body. See that?
Do the legs go with it? Like
yeah, exactly. Move your legs as well, yeah. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How did you start counting when I've done about 6 already?
No one told you to start. All right, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Now some ab crunches. Another thing, I'll show you how to do it. People get it wrong. Lie down, bend your knees.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're not just going up. Again, tense your core and squeeze your glutes.
Okay.
See, there is an arc on your lower back. We don't want that. We want your lower back to be flat on the ground. Cool?
Yeah.
Right, 10 reps. Come on. 1. You're going to feel the vibration like me. 2.
Oh, we're doing slow one. Sorry. I was going fast.
5, 6, 7. Keep going. 8. Well done, Jake. 9. One more. 10. Right, leg raises. Okay?
Yeah.
Leg raises where you can just lie down, raise your leg up. If you want the easier way, put your hands below your glutes. So this is easier. Okay? Yeah, well done. 2, 3, 4. Well done. Keep going. 5, 6, 7,
You got too fast.
8. 2 more. 9, 10. Good. Rest for 10 seconds. Last exercise, I promise.
Yeah, it needs to be because the twink chat starts soon.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Jump into the plank position again. Cool. And we're going to be do twisting plank. So you're going to lean to one side, go up,
Right.
lean to the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, just 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, that's hard.
Well done. I am so proud of you.
I need to stretch my tummy out.
Say again?
I feel like I need to stretch my tummy out now. Oh. Good. Oh, I've not missed any questions. Oh, David didn't get on with Fias. He's back on Nova Rapid. Some folk get on great with Fias, and then they get very okay. I don't know. I'm going to try it out, Lynn, see how it goes. Good call. Thank you, Lynn, for saying I've got a good call. Thank you, everyone, for joining myself and Khalid. And thank you so much, Khalid, for taking part. Guys,
Thank you for having me.
please hit subscribe if you haven't already. And please tune in to JDRF YouTube or Facebook tomorrow night at 8 to see Pricks live. The set's behind me. And it'll be available for 24 hours afterwards. And
It's on my calendar.
Say that again.
It's on my calendar. I saved it.
Yay!
Yeah.
If you tune in, please do a donation for JDRF, and you'll find the information to do that on all of my social media at Pricks Official. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your questions and your comments, guys. And I'll see you next week with Muhammad Ali doing some boxing next week. So that'll be fun. Thanks, guys. We will see you all soon.
Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Bye.